Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of High School Football on Cape Atlantic Live. I'm Brian Cunniff, live at Memorial Field here in Cape May Courthouse, as Middle Township will host Cumberland in a West Jersey Football League game. Both teams come in at 1-2. You can see the captains on the field. And for Middle Township, it's Aiden Howe, Sean Watkins, Micah McInerney, and Maurice Matthews. Middle Township wearing the all-black uniforms with orange numbers, trimmed with white. Cumberland wearing the orange pants, white jerseys, and white helmets. Cumberland will receive the kick to start the football game, and they will move from right to left across whatever device you may be using to watch this high school football game. Officials for the game: John Fernsler's the referee, Dan O'Connell's the umpire, linesman is Rich Hahn, Leon Daniels is the side judge, the line judge is John Hasher, field judge is Jared Barnes, and Jeff Koditek is the timer. In another life, once known as Jeff Michaels. Legendary. Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Jeff was a long-time broadcaster for the old TKR cable back in the day that many people of a certain age still have the tapes of. Justin Verity will kick it off for Middle Township. Middle coming off a 40-7 loss to Crest last week. Cumberland was a winner over St. Joe 28-7 last week for their first win. And they have a common opponent in Crest. Middle, as I said, lost 40-7. Cumberland 44-6 to Crest earlier this season. Justin Verity to kick. Michael Pritchett. Isaac Prophet back deep for Cumberland. Verity kicks it deep. It's taken by Prophet at the 10. He's got a lot of room here on the right. And he's finally tracked down from behind by Devon Anderson. So Cumberland will have pretty good field position to start their opening possession here at their own 40. Mark Soy is the team's starting quarterback. Their top runner is R.J. Pierce. Pierce wearing number 5. But Pierce lines up at a slot position here. And it's a 5-receiver set with an empty backfield other than Soy standing in the shotgun 5 yards behind his center. Middle nearly jumped offside. No flag coming. Ball's thrown deep, and it's way overthrown. Closest player to it was Chase Moore of Middle Township. Chase Moore, by the way, with 4 interceptions for Middle Township through 3 games. Aiden Howe has 2. So Middle has done a nice job picking off passes so far with 6 interceptions through 3 games. They had 4 in their 14-0 win over Lower Cape May a couple of weeks ago. So 2nd and 10 for Cumberland here. This time there is a back in the backfield standing next to Soy. And it is a run to Pierce. And Middle is all over that. Pierce does well to get about 2.5 yards. Brian Broughton was the first to hit him in the backfield. So it'll bring up 3rd and 7. They mark him up at the 43. So Middle with an opportunity here to force Cumberland to go 3 and out on their opening possession if they can get a stop here. Early stages first quarter. Kind of a strange start time for a high school football game, 3 o'clock. And it is very warm and humid here in Courthouse. It'll be something to watch in terms of cramping and fatigue as this game goes along among the players. So he takes the snap, he's back to pass, he's looking, throws it out to the right. Good defense out there by Remy Rodriguez. Tipped it away from the intended receiver, and Cumberland will have to punt. Remy Rodriguez, certainly known as a runner. He's got 451 yards on 62 carries, 3 touchdowns through 3 games, but he is an elite defender at this level as well, and he showed it there, defending that pass extremely well. Aiden Howell back deep to receive this punt. Not much of a rush by middle. It's a low-line drive that takes a Cumberland bounce. This will end up as a very effective punt. It's going to be down at the 14-yard line, and that's where middle will take over. 1st and 10 for their opening possession. High school football on Cape Atlantic Live, brought to you by the Mudhen Brewing Company. Check them out for a great local dining and entertainment experience. Don't forget about their new station house, your go-to place for live music and private parties. Crest Savings Bank has been serving the Cape May County community for nearly 105 years. Check them out at crestsavings.com. Balharbour Hotels in Wildwood Crest supports high school football broadcasts on Cape Atlantic Live. BalharbourHotels.com for more. So here's middle, 1st and 10. Micah McInerney, 19 of 37 passing so far this year. Hands off to Remy Rodriguez, and Rodriguez picks up about 2 or 3.
Micah McInerney, hand off to Remy Rodriguez. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Bring up 2nd and 8. And actually, they gave him a little bit of a generous spot up to the 17, so call it a 3-yard gain and a 2nd and 7.
Greg.
Rodriguez, the lone back behind McInerney. It's a toss. Rodriguez had trouble with it, and that threw off the timing, and he ends up losing 3 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Toss to Rodriguez, lost the play. It'll be 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10.
So that play goes back to the original line of scrimmage, and now middle facing a 3rd and long, deep in their own territory, so this is a little tricky here. McInerney comes to the sideline often to get the plays, and he did it there. And it's 3rd and 10. Fakes a handoff, rolls to his left, flips it, incomplete. His intended receiver was Sean Watkins, but he threw it behind him. And Middle Township will have to punt. So Watkins, who serves as the punter, will stand back at his own goal line here. Cumberland does not have a return man back. It looks like they want to really come after this kick. High snap. Watkins goes up in the air to get it. And now there's a man that ran on late for Cumberland who makes a fair catch at the 45-yard line. That was Isaac Prophet. So they mark it at the 44. So Cumberland gaining about 15 yards of field position after the teams trade possessions. Hall's Carpet Care specializes in carpet and upholstery cleaning, air duct and dryer vent cleaning, and home watch services. HallsCarpetCare.com. 1st and 10 for Cumberland here. 2 backs split to either side of Mark Soy. And it looks like a Cumberland, might have been the right guard, moved early. So this will be a procedure penalty against the Colts. Receiver on the outside may have moved early as well, but it looked like the right guard flinched before that snap also. So now it's 1st and 15. Local games from last night. Wildwood lost 18-0 at Palmyra. That game was scoreless into the third quarter. Lower Cape May got its first win, 28-12 over St. Joe. Soy hands off. And not much doing there. Maurice Matthews,
And off to R.J. Pierce.
J.J. McGroarty in on that stop.
Game, 2nd and 15.
That was R.J. Pierce on the run. No gain there, so it's 2nd and 15. Both teams so far having trouble really moving the football on the ground. We're scoreless, 8:10 to go first quarter. Soy looking, fires, incomplete. Had a man open.
Soy's pass is at number 3, Marquet Crowder.
It was Marquet Crowder.
15.
Crowder thought he should have come down with it, but the ball was away from his body. That would have been a terrific catch had he made it. Bring up 3rd and 15. Football just on the Middle Township side of the 50. And a pretty decent crowd here for kind of, as we said, a little bit of a strange starting time for high school football at 3 o'clock on a Saturday. Soy again, now he hands off. And Pierce did not get the first down, but he got enough that Cumberland, I'm sure, will go for it now. That's a gain of about 13. It's going to bring up 4th and 2.
Gain of about 14 will bring up 3rd and short for the Colts.
So it's 4th and a long one. Those are the football just shy of the 35. They need to get to the 34 for a first down. Long count here, so he looks to the sideline. Now he looks ready to go, takes the snap, fakes a handoff, gonna run himself, and he's gonna be short. Looked like a broken play there. Micah McInerney and Maurice Matthews on the stop.
1st and 10.
So Middle Township gets the stop on 4th and a long one. And they'll have it at their own 36 for their second offensive possession. Cabrera Companies provides real estate, property management, and home repair services here at the Jersey Shore. Log on to CabreraCompanies.com for more information. First and 10 for Middle. It's a handoff to Rodriguez. He's got some room here. Good run. Pickup of about 5 or 6. He'll bring up 2nd down. Remy Rodriguez is that special kind of back. If he gets a little slither of space, he can turn it into a touchdown at just about any time. 2nd and 5 for Middle. Ball at their own 41. Watkins now in the backfield. He grabs the handoff, breaks the tackle in the backfield, still churning his legs. That's a good run of 3 yards there. It'll bring up 3rd and short.
Sean Watkins gain of about 3. It'll be 3rd and 2.
There seemed to be just a little bit of problem with that exchange on the handoff, and that led to Watkins being hit in the backfield, but he shook off that tackle and then carried a couple other people for 3 yards, bringing up 3rd and 2. Rodriguez back in the backfield here. Chase Moore, the lone receiver, split to the near side. 2 receivers split to the far side. That's Watkins in motion. McInerney drops the snap. And now Middle Township will probably have to punt here. So that's going to be a loss of about 7. And Middle is going to have to punt here. And actually, they're gonna run Verity on this time to punt instead of Watkins. Isaac Prophet standing just inside his own 30. Verity's kick is high but very short, and it bounces sideways and will be downed at the 45-yard line. So Cumberland takes over in this scoreless game at their own 45. Not for Long Media is a content hub made up of several podcasts and YouTube shows talking all things sports, food, drinks, travel, culture, and more. You can check them out at notforlongmedia.com. Ulmer's Appliance Service is a proud supporter of Cape Atlantic Live sports broadcasts. Log on to ulmersappliance.com. Now, neither team has gotten a first down. Each has had 2 possessions so far. Soy hands off to Pierce. And he's going to have a first down and more. That's a gain of about 15. Taken down by McInerney at the 40. Good run of R.J. Pierce. That's the first down by either team here with 4:15 to go in the first quarter. Pierce again in the backfield standing, this time to the left of Mark Soy, the Cumberland quarterback. 3 receivers. Handoff again to Pierce going right side, and he is taken down after a gain of about 6 or 7.
Pierce on the run. Gain of 7 will be 2nd and 3. Ball 33.
2nd and 3 here for Cumberland. Cumberland's found some success running between the tackles here on these last couple of plays. Another handoff to Pierce, and not much doing there. He got maybe a yard. Ryan Broughton really thought he was held on that play. May have seen him kind of turning with his arms in the air looking at the official. No flag, though, and it brings up 3rd and 2. Two receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Wing back to the right. Middle Township jumps offside. The middle players are pointing that a Cumberland player moved first, but the call does go against the Panthers. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Cumberland, now inside the 30 at the 27.
All sides against Middle Township. 1st and 10, Cumberland. Ball on the 27.
Pierce to the right. Not much doing there. Good play by Watkins to wrap him up from behind and limit Pierce to a gain of a yard.
Second and 9.
Cumberland comes into this game at 1-2, just like Middle. Cumberland's coach, Jason Coombs. Middle led by Gavin Leapy. Second and 9. 1:40 to go in the quarter. Scoreless game so far. Fake the handoff. Soy flips it. It's caught. McInerney with the tackle. The pass was complete to Mackay Davis.
Pass complete to number 8, Mackay Davis. And that's 5. Will be 3rd and 4.
Pick up a 5, 3rd and 4 here for Cumberland at the Middle Township 21-yard line. Inside a minute now to go first quarter. It's a draw play, and it's blown up by Middle Township. And the whistles blow, and not much doing there for Pierce. Javier Juarez Abarca, the first player in on that tackle for Middle. And Pierce lost about 3 yards there. And it brings up 4th and 8. But Cumberland being at the 25-yard line of Middle, they will go for this, not surprisingly. Or actually, no, they actually have their field goal kicker on. So this is Charlie Koo. And they'll get a chance to think about it as that was the final play. That previous play was the final play of the quarter. So at the end of the first, we are scoreless between Middle Township and Cumberland with what looks like we have 42-yard field goal attempt coming up for the Colts at the start of the second quarter. New Jersey State Assemblymen Antwan, McClellan, and Erik Simonsen are strong supporters of high school sports and Cape Atlantic live sports broadcasts. Ribeyes Steaks is a staple at the many festivals and special events across Cape May County. For more info on one of the area's premier food trucks, call 609-602-3378 or check them out on Facebook. The Wildwood Recreation Department is a strong supporter of Cape Atlantic Live. For info on all .com for more info. Bonner's Accounting Services can handle all of your tax and financial needs. Give them a call at 609-602-3187. So start of the second quarter here, and Cumberland is going to line up. I guess we'll call this a 41-yard field goal attempt. They're putting the kicking block only 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage when it's usually 7. So this will be a 41-yard field goal attempt by Charlie Koo. Chase Moore from Middle standing back near his own goal line in case there's an opportunity for a return here. Koo's kick is good. Boy, that's a long kick there by Charlie Koo from 41 yards. And with 11:54 to go in the second quarter, Cumberland has a 6-0 lead, or 3-0 lead, excuse me. Tremendous kick by Charlie Koo. Casiello Basketball is the Jersey Shore's premier grassroots basketball organization featuring individual and group training and various leagues for kids of all ages. Check them out at CasielloBasketball.com. Wildwood FMBA Local 50 is a proud supporter of Cape Atlantic Live. Cape Atlantic Live thanks the City of Wildwood firefighters for their support. The original Hot Spot restaurant on the Wildwood's Boardwalk at Cedar Avenue is a family tradition for more than 60 years. Check them out at originalhotspot.com. And the original Hot Spot's still open a few more weekends here for the 2024 season up on the Boardwalk in Wildwood. One-off marketing designs and prints everything from business cards and banners to T-shirts and sweatshirts. Check out all of their services at oneoffmarketing.com. 3-0 lead for Cumberland after the 41-yard field goal by Charlie Koo.
Charlie Koo on to kick off, back deep for middle. Rodriguez, 8 and Howell.
And Koo will kick off. Rodriguez and Howell standing back just inside their own 10. It's a line drive kick. Bounces. It's picked up by Howell at the 10. He'll run straight up the field and takes a hit outside the 25, and middle will start there at the 27. So middle has had 2 previous possessions, did not gain a first down. So we'll see if they can get moving here. They now trail 3-0. Both defenses have been pretty good so far. But Cumberland did get 2 first downs on their last possession and moved it just far enough to get in the field goal range for Charlie Koo, who knocked it through from 41 yards. So 1st and 10 for the Middle Township Panthers at their own 27. Watkins this time in at the running back position. They hand it to Watkins. And a good run there by Sean Watkins, picks up about 4.
Sean Watkins on the run game about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Up to the 31. Cumberland blitzed from the same side to which Watkins ran, but he was still able to pick up the 4 yards. So a good job by the offensive line up there. Watkins again at the running back position as Rodriguez goes to a wing back. Another one to Watkins, trying to cut it back. He's not going to get anywhere this time. Maybe got 1. But this will bring up 3rd down and about 5. So 3rd and 5 for middle. They've yet to gain a first down in this game. McInerney trots out to the huddle after getting the play. Middle may have to hurry up here, although, yeah, they are within 5 seconds here. And they barely get the play off. McInerney back to pass. Flings it out. Caught by Rodriguez. Makes a man miss up across midfield. And middle has a first down. It's first of the game.
Rodriguez up to the 46 for Middle Township. First down.
That's a 22-yard gain on the pass to Remy Rodriguez. For Middle Township's first down of the game. They trail 3-0, early stages, 2nd quarter. Thanks for joining us here on Cape Atlantic Live. And this time Rodriguez goes in the backfield. He takes the handoff, runs right. And he does well to get close to 5 yards there. Called a gain of 4. Bring up 3rd and 6. 2nd and 6, excuse me. Second down and 6 for middle at the 42-yard line of Cumberland. McInerney fakes, throws. Watkins breaks a tackle. Now turns the corner. Oh, that's a tremendous catch and run by Sean Watkins. Very patient there. First down for Middle. Another 22-yard pass play. And it's 1st and 10 for Middle right at the 20-yard line. We just got a correction on Cumberland's kicker. It's Kevin Fiorani. And they had the name matched to the wrong name matched to the number. Rodriguez running to the right. He picks up about 8 on 1st down.
Remy Rodriguez on the game. It will be 2nd and 3. 2nd and 2.
They actually marked this ball back at the 13, so call it a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. So that was Kevin Fioriani, who made that field goal for Cumberland. Now we have 2 backs in the backfield with both Rodriguez and Watkins split to McInerney's left and right. They hand it off to Watkins, and this play is blown up. That was a slow developing play, and it results in a loss of a yard. So now it's 3rd and 4. Ball just inside the 15-yard line. We'll be inside 7 minutes to go before halftime by the time Middle Township snaps this football. McInerney hands to Rodriguez. And Remy comes up close to the 1st down, but he's going to be a little short. So let's see what Middle does here. It looks like they're going to go. Justin Verity certainly has the leg to make this field goal, but on 4th and 1, it looks like Middle will go here. And it wouldn't be a surprise to see them hand it to Watkins. He's more of their short yardage back because he's such a big, strong kid. So big play in this game here, 4th and 1 from the 11 for Middle Township. And actually it's Rodriguez in the backfield here. They do hand it to him. He's got the 1st down. He's got a touchdown. Remy Rodriguez, an 11-yard scoring run on 4th and 1 from the 11. And Middle Township takes a 6-3 lead with the kick to follow. Tremendous job by Middle's offensive line there. The hole opened up big time right through the middle. That hole was so big Chuck Gaiman could have run through it. Verity on for the extra point. Aiden Howell is the holder. And Verity's kick splits the uprights, and Middle has a 7-3 lead. With 5:55 to go before halftime. So a nice drive there by Middle. And 2 big plays were actually pass plays. A pair of 22-yard catches and runs by Rodriguez and Watkins to help set up that touchdown. And that was a 73-yard drive for Middle. And a nice answer by the Panthers after Cumberland took the lead on a long field goal. And Middle now ahead 7-3 after the 11-yard touchdown run by Remy Rodriguez. The Boardwalk Basketball Classic is one of the nation's largest high school basketball tournaments held each December at the Wildwood Convention Center. Check out bbclassic.com for more info. Troiano and Sons handles masonry, concrete, foundation repair, and stucco services for homes and businesses across Cape May County. Call 609-522-3355 for a free estimate. The North Wildwood Recreation Department is a strong supporter of Cape Atlantic Live football broadcasts. For more info on their programs and activities, call the North Wildwood Rec at 609-522-2955. The Bellevue Tavern, right up the street from Memorial Field and Cape May Courthouse, is a staple of the local community for nearly 125 years. Excellent food and service and a warm, friendly atmosphere. That's the Bellevue Tavern, 609-463-1738. So 5:55 to go in the second quarter. It's Middle Township 7, Cumberland 3. Berry to kick off. It's a high but relatively short kick, taken at the 20. Middle Township's pursuit is pretty good, though. And Isaac Prophet is stopped right up around the 30. And they'll actually mark this at the 31. Thanks for joining us here on Cape Atlantic Live. I'm Brian Cunniff. Sam Cohen handling the production duties today behind the camera and on the computer. Matt Ulmer, our executive producer, is also in the facility. It's a running play, this time to Michael Pritchett, his first carry, but he slipped and fell, and it ends up as a loss of 2. Second down and 12 for Cumberland. Very warm day here in Courthouse. I'm sure the players appreciate the fact that the sun is now behind a cloud. There is a little bit of a breeze that's picked up, but it's a very warm day for late September here. There's another handoff to Pritchett. And all over that was Maurice Matthews. Check that, Jaden Magaha on the stop. And Pritchett that time lost another 2 yards. So credit Magaha there. That's a great play. And it brings up 3rd and 14. And Cumberland most likely will put this one in the air. Soy takes the snap, fakes, rolls right, completes the pass, turning the corner, but he's going to be short of the first down. The pass was complete to Mackay Davis. He needed 14, and he only got about 10. That's going to bring up 4th and 4, and with the ball inside their own 40, it looks like Cumberland is bringing its punting unit on. So Aiden Howell will drop back to try to receive this. Jack Bodine, the punter, low line drive. Takes a Cumberland bounce and will rest down at the 27. So Middle will start another drive at its own 27. Cumberland player down the left side of the field, and they'll be tending to him. The Anglesea Pub in North Wildwood is your go-to place for Irish pub fare, the best Guinness on tap, and a great selection of Irish whiskeys. Located at First in New Jersey, the Anglesea Pub is a strong supporter of Cape Atlantic Live sports. First and 10 for Middle at the 27. They began their last drive on the 27, and they went 73 yards for a touchdown. Plenty of time here, exactly 4 minutes to go before halftime, and Middle will also get the ball to start the second half. McInerney hands to Watkins, picking his way, and I think he did well just to get back to the line of scrimmage or maybe get one.
Watkins with a gain of a yard, will be 2nd and 9.
Second down and 9. Both teams have their full allotment of timeouts with 3.5 to go. Seven, 3 Middle. Cumberland showing blitz. McInerney pulls the ball back, flips it out to Watkins, trying to break tackles. It's only a gain of about 4. And actually, they're going to mark it as a 5-yard gain, so it'll bring up 3rd and 4.
4 or 5 yards, going to be 3rd and 4. 33.
2:45 to go before halftime. Middle holding the 7-3 lead, hoping for another score here before the half. And as I said earlier, Middle also receives the kickoff in the second half. Third and 4. And it looks like Maurice Matthews moved early, and it's a procedure penalty on Middle. So that'll take it back to a 3rd and 9 now, with 2:20 to go in the third quarter. And now we're inside 2 minutes here. McInerney tucks it under and runs. He's got the first down and more. Breaking tackles. And Micah McInerney inside the 40. And let's see what Middle does here. They may want to use a timeout. That's exactly what they're doing. And they'll try to get regrouped here after the long run by Micah McInerney. And I don't know if that was a design quarterback draw, but McInerney, oh, we have a, sort of, actually, it almost appeared to us in the press box here there was a flag down near midfield, but that just looks like a piece of debris, maybe from somebody's uniform. It's not a flag. Yeah. But that'll, it's a 34-yard run by McInerney, and again, I don't know if that was a design quarterback draw or if he just saw the whole field open up in front of him and he took off and ran.
Yeah, weak pin, strong B.
And ended up being a very, very effective play for Middle, and they call the timeout. They have 2 left. And with 1:46 to go before halftime, Middle holding a 7-3 lead. And remember, Justin Verity's got a big leg. Middle, I'm sure, would be comfortable having him attempt something anywhere inside 45 yards. So Middle needs to gain maybe 15 yards to get in field goal range here. Watkins in the backfield. Another fake. Flipped out. Well, what a catch by Rodriguez. They're saying the ball hit the turf, though. It looked like a Cumberland player may have tipped the ball at the line of scrimmage. And that's a shame for Middle, because if that ball's not tipped, Rodriguez, I think, has a big gain. He tried to reach down and scoop it up, tried to get his hands underneath it, but there was a part of that football that nicked the turf and it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10, the clock does stop on that incompletion. Second and 10 for middle. Rodriguez goes in motion. McInerney, he's going to float it out. Incomplete. He was looking for Aiden Howe, but it was well overthrown.
McInerney's pass incomplete. Will be 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 here for middle. $1:35 to go before halftime. Middle still does have 2 timeouts left, so there's plenty of time for the Panthers. They lead 7-3. And they most likely will have to throw here. Rodriguez the lone back. They actually hand it off to Rodriguez. He's got some room. Can he turn the corner? He sticks his head down and gets pushed out of bounds right up near the 1st down marker. And I believe they're going to call this a gain of 9. Middle may be asking for a measurement here. But no, actually they're calling a timeout. So he will be short of the 1st down. And with 1:11 to go before halftime, Middle will have a 4th down and 1 at the Cumberland 29-yard line. When we come out of this timeout, Middle has 1 timeout remaining, and they're in a position here, if they get this 1st down, they could already be in Verity's field goal range, but certainly they'd like to get closer. They could. 4th and 1 for Middle when we come out of the timeout. Only touchdown of the game was an 11-yard run by Remy Rodriguez on Middle's last possession. That came just after Cumberland's Kevin Fioriani kicked a 41-yard field goal to give Cumberland the lead. But now Middle with a 7-3 lead and threatening for more late in the half here. It's 4th down and 1. Now we have, after the timeout, we have a discussion here among the officials. You would have thought that perhaps that discussion would have occurred during the timeout, but now it looks like we're ready to go. I think Middle may have been arguing the spot of the football there, and that may have led to some of that discussion, but nonetheless, it's a 4th and 1. Handoff to Watkins. He won't get it. Big hit by Brian Harris. And Middle complaining that the whistle was blown early because Watkins had broken out of that tackle, but Cumberland gets the stop. And let's see what Cumberland does when there's 1:04 to go in the half, but they are inside their own 30, or right at their own 30. And let's see what they actually mark it back at the 32. So let's see what Cumberland decides to do here. If they try to push the ball downfield or if they just run out the clock for the half. There's 1:04 remaining. So he hands it off to Pierce, trying to turn the corner. And good pursuit on the backside by Devon Anderson to make that tackle. And Cumberland will take a timeout here.
2nd and 10, Cumberland timeout.
Excellent pursuit by Devon Anderson. And give the defenders on the outside credit for stringing that out. And then Anderson was able to catch up to Pierce from behind. So it's 2nd and 10 for Cumberland after the timeout. We're inside a minute to go with 53 seconds left. Cumberland has 2 timeouts remaining. Thanks for joining us here on Cape Atlantic Live. Cape Atlantic Live would like to thank Middle Township High School and Athletic Director Josh McCarty for allowing us to broadcast this game today from Memorial Field. A very warm Memorial Field. Feels more like July out here than it does late September. Although it has cooled off significantly since the start of the game. Soy back to pass this time. Over the middle, it's caught for a first down. Right up at midfield by Devin Tompkins.
Soy's pass complete to number 1, Devin Tompkins. Ball at the 50, 1st and 10.
Gain of 18. Clock is moving now that the chains are reset after the first down. Soy back to pass again. Flings it out. Well, that is a ridiculously good catch there by Mekhi Davis. But if you're Cumberland, you probably would have been better off dropping that pass, because now it's only a 2-yard gain and the Colts are forced to take their 2nd timeout. 2-yard gain there. I believe that was Watkins and Rodriguez out on the hit. I don't know how Davis hung on to that ball, but give him credit for a great catch. But again, from Cumberland's standpoint, those not having the 2 yards would have been better than having to use a timeout. They would have been better off if that was incomplete. So Cumberland now with 1 timeout to go with 31 seconds. Now remember, Fioriani has big range with his leg. He already kicked the 41-yarder. So they need to get down to about the 25 to get in his field goal range. Soy with an empty backfield, back to pass. Over the middle, incomplete. A flag flies. And now another flag flies. Let's see what we have here. Illegal man downfield on Cumberland. And then we also have pass interference on Cumberland. So middle will decline the illegal man downfield penalty because that's only 5 yards. And they'll take the offensive pass interference penalty. I believe that's a 10-yard penalty in high school. Am I correct, Jeff, or is that 15? Offensive pass interference. Well, we'll see. We'll see momentarily when they mark it off. They do decline the illegal man downfield penalty, and they accept the offensive pass interference penalty, which is a 15-yard penalty.
Illegal man downfield decline. The walk-off. The pass interference.
27 seconds to go. It's 2nd down and about 23. And Cumberland still looks like they want to throw the ball downfield, empty backfield here. Soy back, has time, has a lot of time. Over the middle, tremendous tackle by Sean Watkins. Pierce, a gain of about 4. And it looks like Cumberland, no timeout. Cumberland did not take a timeout, and they may just stay in the huddle. Well, no, they're going to come out, but the clock is running. We're inside 10 seconds. See if Cumberland gets this play off here. And they do, right as the horn sounds. It's a running play. Pierce, nice run, but he'll be taken down after a gain of about 12 on the final play of the half.
First half.
So at the half, it's Middle Township 7 and Cumberland 3. We've got a good one here in Cape May Courthouse. Low scoring, but Middle has the 7-3 lead. We'll be back with this a couple minutes before the second half with a first half recap. Thanks for joining us on Cape Atlantic Live. Again at the half, Middle Township 7, Cumberland 3. All right, back at Memorial Field, I'm Brian Cunniff, Sam Cohen handling the live video stream production. High school football here, a good first half. A quick moving first half. Middle Township leading 7-3. And both teams had trouble moving the ball early in the game. They each went 3 and out on their first 2 possessions. Then Cumberland got a couple of first downs, ended up with a 4th and long, and ended up kicking a 41-yard field goal by Kevin Fioriani. 1 play into the second quarter. Middle Township responded, though. They got the ball on their own 27 on their next possession. And they went 73 yards in 9 plays. Capped it with an 11-yard touchdown run by Remy Rodriguez. And it was 2 passes by Micah McInerney to Remy Rodriguez and to Sean Watkins. Both resulted in 22-yard gains that helped that drive along. And Middle threatened to score late in the half, but they got stopped at around the Cumberland 30-yard line with a little less than 2 minutes to go in the half on a 4th and 1. And then Cumberland moved it to around midfield, but then an offensive pass interference stopped their momentum, and we went to the half without any further scoring. So it's Middle Township leading 7-3, and the Panthers will get the football to start the second half. On a very, very warm day here in Courthouse. Temperature, I know at game time was about 82 degrees. It may have gone down a degree or 2. But it'll be something interesting to watch in this second half in terms of fatigue, if players start cramping and whatnot. And we're being told it's actually still 80 degrees here in Courthouse here on the final Saturday of September. And we finally got some sun here after a few days of clouds and mist. A beautiful day, maybe not so much if you're playing football. But we've got another 24 minutes to go here with Middle leading 7-3. Be sure to check out the Mudhen Brewing Company for a great local dining and entertainment experience right on Rio Grande Avenue in Wildwood. Don't forget about their new station house, your go-to place for live music and private parties. Crest Savings Bank has been serving the Cape May County community for nearly 105 years. Check them out at crestsavings.com. Kevin Fioriani has it teed up at the 40. Aiden Howell, Remy Rodriguez back deep. This is a short kick. Going to bounce around the 30. And Chase Castellano takes the conservative approach and just dives on that ball, and Middle will take over at their own 27. So here's something interesting. Middle with 3 straight possessions starting at their own 27-yard line. Panthers leading 7-3. Remy Rodriguez, the lone running back behind Micah McInerney. Sean Watkins scrapes across in motion. Handoff to Rodriguez. Good block on the outside by Watkins. Rodriguez carrying tacklers and comes outside the 40 for a gain of about 15.
First and 10, Middle Township.
Now, Rodriguez is a special runner when he gets going, but Sean Watkins really freed him on that with a terrific block to seal. I didn't catch it, was either the defensive end or the outside linebacker, but he sealed one of those players inside, and that freed it up for Remy Rodriguez to pick up 15. Watkins again in motion, this time to the left. Now he comes back to the right as they hand it to Rodriguez. He breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, and he ends up picking up about 5.
Rodriguez gaining about 5 yards. It is second and 5.
So Remy Rodriguez, 2 runs for 21 yards here as they actually mark this as a gain of 6 at 2nd and 4 up at the 48. And this is a really big possession here in this game. If Middle can go in and score a touchdown, they would put them up 2 scores. And Cumberland would have to play from behind, severely behind for the rest of the game, or for the remainder of the quarter anyway. Fake the handoff. They swing it out to Rodriguez. He turns the corner, and he has a first down. Pickup of about 4, and that's exactly what he needed for the first down.
Short pass to Rodriguez. Rodriguez over the 50-yard line, up to the 48.
So ball marked at the 48-yard line of Cumberland. It's another first down for Middle, as they're moving it well here so far on their opening possession of the second half, leading 7-3. You know it's warm out when we don't have stragglers in the press box. Usually you get late in the season, everybody's got a press box credential. 1st and 10 for Middle at the 48. Handoff this time to Watkins. And, well, boy, Watkins did really well just to get maybe a half a yard there. He was hitting the backfield.
Watkins with a gain of half a yard.
And they'll actually mark this at the line of scrimmage for no gain. So it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
We'll be inside 9 minutes to go third quarter when this play begins, when the ball is snapped. Middle Township leading Cumberland 7-3. Noah Nagel runs on as a late sub there in that play. And Middle's going to have to hurry here. They're inside 5 seconds on the play clock. They do get it off. McInerney back to pass, throws as he's being hit. Caught by Aiden Howe inside the 20, still on his feet and down to about the 15.
McInerney's pass caught complete to Aiden Howe.
And it looks like a couple of Cumberland players are slow to get up.
Now down to the 15. Middle Township first down.
That's a 33-yard gain, and that's really the first time Middle's connected on a deep ball in this game, as they've had some success throwing some balls on the flat to the running backs. That's the first time they hooked up with one of the receivers, and that was Aiden Howe for a 33-yard gain. Actually called a 32-yard gain as they mark it back at the 16. It'll give Middle a 1st and 10. A Cumberland player is still down injured. Hall's Carpet Care specializes in carpet and upholstery cleaning, air duct and dryer vent cleaning, and home watch services. hallscarpetcare.com. Cabrera Companies provides real estate, property management, and home repair services here at the Jersey Shore. Log on to cabreracompanies.com for more information. Not for Long Media is a content hub made up of several podcasts and YouTube shows talking all things sports, food, drinks, travel, culture, and much more. You can check out the brainchild of former NFL player Colin Thompson at notforlongmedia.com. Balharbour Hotels in Wildwood Crest supports high school football broadcasts on Cape Atlantic Live. If you need a room for friends or family, log on to balharbourhotels.com for more. Ulmer's Appliance Service is a proud supporter of Cape Atlantic Live Sports. Log on to ulmersappliance.com. You know, and I don't know exactly what, we don't know exactly what that injury was over there. There were some players that really, you wonder if the player maybe got caught underneath and caught an elbow or a knee to the stomach. He's been sitting up for a while and now walks off under his own power. You just hope that maybe was what it was. He just lost his breath for a little bit and he'll be okay. So 1st and 10 for Middle at the 16 after the 32-yard pass from Micah McInerney to Aiden Howe. And let's not forget, Micah McInerney took a shot, and he knew he was going to take one. after he delivered that football, so credit him for standing in there and delivering a good ball for Hal to make a play on and pick up that long gain. 1st and 10 at the 16 for Middle. Rodriguez to the right, breaking tackles and goes down inside the 10. It looks like they'll mark him right on the 10, so it's a gain of 6.
Rodriguez for 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4 at the 10.
2nd and 4 at the 10 for Middle. 8 minutes to go in the 3rd. Middle leading 7-3. And they can really take control of this game if they can finish this drive off with a touchdown. Breeze has picked up here. That's probably a welcome relief to the players. It's certainly a welcome relief to us and the fans in the stands, I'm sure. Watkins in the backfield this time, but McInerney's going to throw. It's a fade to Chase Moore. Touchdown! What a catch in the corner of the end zone. He got a foot down. Great catch by Chase Moore and a well-thrown ball by McInerney. Moore was the only player that was going to be able to make a play on that ball. Chase Moore goes about 6'4", 6'5", and when he's in one-on-one coverage on the outside there, that is a big advantage for Middle, and they took advantage of it, the 10-yard score. Justin Verity on for the extra point. Snap and hold are good, and Verity's kick is also good. So it's 14-3 Middle. As the Panthers go on a 4-minute, 38-second drive to start the second half and extend their lead to 14-3 over Cumberland. New Jersey State Assemblymen Antwan, McClellan, and Erik Simonsen are strong supporters of high school sports and Cape Atlantic Live sports broadcasts. Ribeyes Steaks is a staple at the many festivals and special events across Cape May County all throughout the year. For more info on one of the area's premier food trucks, call 609-602-3378 or check them out on Facebook. Ribeyes Steaks, the freshest rolls around. The Wildwood Recreation Department is a strong supporter of Cape Atlantic Live. For info on all of their programs and activities, 609-522-5837. And don't forget to check out their Trunk or Treat and Haunted Gymnasium coming up for the Halloween season. So a terrific 10-yard touchdown catch by Chase Moore gives Middle a 14-3 lead. And a real pretty ball thrown there by Micah McInerney on that. Tajmir Pitts and Michael Pritchett back deep for Cumberland. Verity, the bouncing kick taken by an up man, and Devin Tompkins gets out near the 40 before being ushered out of bounds. And they're going to not mark it at the 39. So 1st and 10 for Cumberland, and they need to get something going here. As they trail 14-3. Cumberland opened the scoring with a 41-yard field goal, but now Middle has answered with 2 touchdowns, the latest of which on the first possession of the second half. Empty backfield for Mark Soy. He takes the snap, has some time, floats it over the middle, and it is caught for a gain of about 8. Noah Nagel on the tackle. It was Mackay Davis on the reception.
Gain of about 8 will be 2nd and 2.
So massive possession here for Cumberland, trailing 14-3. They get it started well with an 8-yard reception And now this time, R.J. Pierce is in the backfield. It looks like Cumberland may have moved a little early here before the snap. So this will be a procedure penalty. And we'll move them back 5 yards. They've been awfully close to a few of those with their receiver on the near side or on the, at the outside of the formation, jumping just a little early. And that's the second time they've been flagged for that in this game. I'm sure it's something that the middle coaches have been in the ear of the officials about. That time was pretty obvious. He got about a half a yard head start before that ball was snapped, so that was an easy call for the official there. So now it's 2nd and 7 instead of 2nd and 2 after the penalty. Soy back to pass, has some time. Now is flushed out, rolling to his right. He's going to run. He's going to have the first down. Oh, no. He steps out of bounds. I don't know why the official was saying to keep the clock running, but he stepped out of bounds. They gave him a first down, even though it looked like he came up about 3 yards short. The first down marker should have been up at the 40. They needed to get to the 49-yard line, not the 46. And now I don't think they know where the chains are supposed to go. But the first down marker should be up at the 49, and now they've set it at the 47. So it turns it into a 3rd and 1 when it really should be a 3rd and 3. Now it looks like they're trying to stretch the chain. And now it looks like they have it correct, so it's a 3rd and 3. I thought Soy had a chance to get that first down. He kind of ran out of bounds early. But they're going to get the first down anyway on this reception. It's a pass of about 4 yards to R.J. Pierce.
Pass complete to Pierce.
They needed 3, got 4.
Was good for the first down for Cumberland.
So ball's right at midfield. 5:50 to go, 3rd quarter. Middle leading 14-3. Pretty well played football game here in terms of not a ton of penalties, and we have not had a turnover yet. 1st and 10 at midfield, empty backfield and this is actually a wildcat formation. Pierce, and he's going to pick up maybe 2. And a nice play on the outside there. I believe that was Maurice Matthews.
Ball snapped to Pierce. Pick up at about 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 for Cumberland, excuse me. Inside 5 minutes to go now in the 3rd quarter. Empty backfield again. This time it's Soy, the quarterback, behind center. Back to pass. Wants to run, and he's taken down for a sack by Jaden Magaha. That'll be a loss of about 1. So it brings up 3rd and 8. Nice play by Magaha, because if Soy had gotten past Magaha, he looked like he had some room there to pick up some yardage. Empty backfield again. 3 receivers split to the near side, 2 to the far side. Middle rush is just 3. Soy flushed out, rolling right, and he's going to be taken down about 3 or 4 yards shy of the first down. It looks like he stepped out of bounds at the 44, so that stops the clock. And we'll bring up 4th and 4. And it looks like Cumberland is going to keep the offense on the field inside Middle's 45-yard line on 4th and 4. And if you're Middle, you have to watch for the hard count here, for the double count. Huge play, especially for Cumberland, trailing 14-3. 4th and 4 at the Middle 44. Soy back to pass, looking, caught over the middle. Great hit by Sean Watkins. And that will prevent the tight end, Josh Bodine, from getting the first down. It's a gain of only 3. They had needed 4.
Being short of the first down, so Middle Township will take over on downs ball at their own 42.
So Middle takes over 1st and 10 at their own 42. With 3:41 to go in the third quarter, and the Panthers can go a long way toward putting this game away if they score a touchdown here. You know, Middle still still thinks they're a playoff contender in Group 2, and if so, this was a game they absolutely had to have, and right now they're leading 14-3. McInerney on first down, hands to Rodriguez. Rodriguez has some room, cuts back. Remy Rodriguez will go. They won't catch him. A 58-yard touchdown run by Remy Rodriguez, and he was barely touched. So now it's 20-3. And, you know, after a slow start by Middle, they didn't get first downs on each of their first 2 possessions. They now have scored on 3 of their last 4, and they lead it 20-3 with Justin Verity's kick to come, extra point kick to come. Aiden Howell, the holder. Snap and a holder good. And Verity's kick is also good. Middle Township 21, Cumberland 3. With 3:29 to go in the third quarter. The Wildwood Crest Police Officers Association and the Wildwood Crest Canine Unit are proud sponsors of Cape Atlantic Live Sports. 609-522-2456 for more info. Square One Design has 20 years of experience designing websites, building online marketing campaigns, and creating custom web applications. Go to designsquare1.com for more information. Bonner's Accounting Services can handle all of your tax and financial needs. Give them a call, 609-602-3187. The Anglesea Pub in North Wildwood is your go-to place for Irish pub fare, the best Guinness on tap, and a great selection of Irish whiskeys. First and New Jersey Avenue in North Wildwood. The Anglesea Pub is a strong supporter of Cape Atlantic Live. The Bellevue Tavern right here in Cape May Courthouse. Excellent food and service and a warm, friendly atmosphere. Bellevue Tavern, 609-463-1738. 58-yard touchdown run by Remy Rodriguez, his second score of the game. And Middle leads at 21-3 with 3:29 to go in the third quarter. Verity's kick bounces at the 20. It's dropped by the return man. Making a couple moves, though, and he has it on the outside with a lot of room and has some blockers now. Cutting across midfield, still on his feet, and finally taken down at around the 40-yard line. A terrific return by Michael Pritchett.
Pritchett on the return after the Middle Township 42 with the 1st and 10 Colts.
So Pritchett, after dropping the bouncing kickoff, picks it up and gets about a 38-yard return down to the Middle 42. And they'll have it 1st and 10 there. And Cumberland really needs to get something going here. 21-3, they trail with 3:12 to go in the half, or in the third quarter, excuse me. Soy back to pass. Has time, throws, low and incomplete. His intended receiver was Pierce down at around the 25-yard line, but the ball was underthrown. And Pierce was open. He actually may have slipped while trying to come back to the football, and he couldn't make a play on it before it fell incomplete. 2nd and 10 for Cumberland. Handoff. Pierce cuts it forward. Watkins finally takes him down, but not until he gets close to that first down. I believe it is a first down.
Pierce on the carry, good for the first down to the Middle Township 32.
R.J. Pierce to the left of Mark Soy, takes the handoff. Short gain.
Pierce again, gain of about 4.
Initial hit by Maurice Matthews. And they give Pierce about a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. .145 to go, third quarter. Middle leading 21-3. Fake the handoff. Soy's going to keep it. Tries to turn the corner. He's going to run out of bounds after a gain of about 3 or 4. Third down and 3.
Soy on the carry, out of bounds at about the 26. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Clock stops as Soy ran out of bounds. 1:36 to go in the third. We don't have the official totals right now, but Remy Rodriguez is up over 100 yards for the game for Middle. Pass is incomplete. There is a flag down on the far side. This is an illegal motion penalty on Cumberland. This is an interesting decision here for Middle. If they decline the penalty, it's 4th and 4. Cumberland would almost certainly go for it. If they accepted the penalty, it would make it 3rd and 8. Illegal motion penalty brings it back 5 yards as Middle will accept the penalty. So it moves the ball back to the 31. And actually, it'll be 3rd and 9, not 3rd and 8. So 3rd and 9 for Cumberland here. 1:30 to go in the third. Soy back to pass. Man is open, but it's dropped. Looked like Mackay Davis wanted to start running before he caught it. And now it's going to bring up 4th and 9. 4th and 10, actually, where they have the down marker. So Middle can just about put the final nail in the coffin here if they can get a stop on this play. with 1:24 to go in the third, leading 21-3. Empty backfield for Mark Soy. Back, three-man rush from middle, throws over the middle. It's caught by Pierce. He'll have the first down and more. And he's finally brought down from behind by Magaha, but not until he gets all the way down to the 10.
Pass complete to Pierce. He's up inside the 10, but first and goal.
Gain of about 15. Call it 17, and a first down for Cumberland here. Clock moving. Will be inside a minute to go in the third quarter by the time this play ends. Two backs in the backfield this time. This is a little different look for Cumberland. It's a little toss to Pierce. Great tackle by Chase Moore coming up from his safety position. And he takes him down for a loss of about 3.
About 2 yards. Still second and goal.
And actually, they mark it all the way back at the 14, so it's a loss of 4. So it is second and goal. Cumberland had it at the nose of the ball on the previous play at the 10, so they can't get a first down here without scoring a touchdown. They have to score a touchdown. There is no first down in play here. Soy back to pass, little wheel route to Pierce. He catches it. And then is taken down by Watkins on the final play of the quarter.
Pierce down at the 10, and we'll switch sides for the final quarter.
So they'll change ends for the fourth quarter. It's middle leading 21-3. The North Wildwood Recreation Department is a strong supporter of Cape Atlantic Live football broadcasts. For more info on their programs and activities, call the North Wildwood Rec at 522-2955. Troiano and Sons handles masonry, concrete, foundation repair, and stucco services for homes and businesses across Cape May County. 609-522-3355 for a free estimate. The Boardwalk Basketball Classic is one of the nation's largest high school basketball tournaments. It's held each December at the Wildwoods Convention Center. Check out bbclassic.com for schedules for the 2024 Boardwalk Basketball Classic. One-Off Marketing designs and prints everything from business cards and banners to t-shirts and sweatshirts. Check out all of their services at oneoffmarketing.com. The original Hotspot restaurant on the Wildwoods Boardwalk at Cedar Avenue is a family tradition for more than 60 years. Check out everything they have to offer at originalhotspot.com. The Original Hotspot still open a few more weekends here for the 2024 season. So we go to the fourth. It'll be third and goal from the 10. That was a 4-yard completion from Soy to Pierce. That came one play after a 4-yard loss on a great play by Chase Moore. So it's third down and goal from the 10 as we're about to start the fourth quarter. Back to pass. Has some time, thrown over the middle into traffic. That's a nice catch there by Josh Bodine. But it's a gain of only about, and actually it's no gain. They put it right down on the 10. So it'll be fourth and goal from the 10. Actually, it looks like the nose of the football is just inside the 10, so we'll call it the 9-yard line. And again, huge play here, especially for Cumberland. They need this to stay in the game. Pass, caught, touchdown. Caught by Marquet Crowder. 9-yard touchdown reception.
Pass complete to number 3, Marquet Crowder, in for the Cumberland touchdown.
So that touchdown throws the Colts a lifeline, so to speak, as they really needed that on that possession. Extra point to follow here. And at 21-9, it looks like they're going for 2 here. They want to make it a 10-point game. Obviously, they have a good field goal kicker, so that could come into play later. Bad snap, though, and it's recovered by Remy Rodriguez, so the run fails. So Cumberland, the field goal comes out of the equation now as it's 21-9. And Cumberland will have to get 2 touchdowns in order to overtake Middle. So it's 21-9 with 11:07 to go in the football game. Casiello Basketball is the Jersey Shore's premier grassroots basketball organization, featuring individual and group training in various leagues for kids of all ages. Check them out at CasielloBasketball.com. Wildwood FMBA Local 50 is a proud supporter of Cape Atlantic Live. And Cape Atlantic Live thanks the City of Wildwood firefighters for their support. So here we are at Memorial Field and Courthouse. I'm Brian Cunniff. Sam Cohen on our video production. Our executive producer is Matt Ulmer. 11:07 to go in the fourth quarter. Middle Township leads Cumberland 21-9. After that 9-yard touchdown pass from Mark Soy to Marquet Crowder.
At the snack stand, home pizza pies are available for $10. First come, first serve.
Important possession here for Middle. They don't necessarily have to score, but it would be good for them to chew some clock, get some first downs. Bouncing kick. Terrific play there. By Devon Anderson. Bouncing kick, and he just jumped up and caught it, and rather than trying to be a hero, he did the right thing and just went to the turf, and Middle still has good field position at the 42. And I don't know, Cumberland had been kicking deep. I don't know if that was not a well-executed onside kick or if they actually meant to do a squib kick. But either way, Middle recovers, and they'll have the ball at their own 42. But a very smart play there by Devon Anderson. Recovering that and then just falling to the ground, not risking a turnover. Watkins on the run. He's tripped up, no gain. Second and 10.
Second and 10.
Ten and a half to go in the football game. 21-9, Middle Township on top. This time it's Rodriguez in the backfield. They hand it off to Remy. Trying to turn the corner, stiff arm, breaks one tackle, still churning his feet. Good run by Rodriguez, picked up about 4. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Ball at the 46 of Middle. They need to get to the 48 of Cumberland for a first down. And this will be an interesting decision here. With 9.5 minutes left, does Middle want to put the ball in the air here on 3rd and 6? Leading 21-9. late in the play clock here. Middle's got to hurry to get this off. And they don't get it off. It's a delay of game penalty. You know, and that's something where the quarterback has to recognize. If you're not familiar with it, high school football does not have a play clock. But what they do have is the field judge who puts his hand in the air when the clock goes inside 10 seconds, then starts counting with his hand when the clock goes inside 5 seconds. And that's something that the quarterback has to pick up. But the delay game penalty will move it back 5 yards and now make it 3rd and 11. And let's see if Middle does put it in the air here. They will. McInerney throwing over the middle, intercepted. It is tipped and intercepted. And taking it down to the 45 of Middle is Devin Tompkins.
Yes, it's intercepted by number 1, Devin Tompkins.
We have a Cumberland player down injured, a couple of players.
45.
Now, one of them gets up, the other one is being tended to. So all of a sudden, this just got interesting. The interception there as Middle goes 3 and out, basically. And Cumberland with good field position at the 45-yard line. Still a lot of time left in this game. And it's 21-9 Middle. You know, a couple of first downs by Middle on that last possession may have put the game away. But now Cumberland, they score on this possession. Will only be down less than one score. Less than one touchdown, anyway. I thought the decision by Cumberland to go for 2 on their last possession was a little. I mean, I guess it could have made it a 10-point game, but. Those 2 points there, that 1 point, they make a big difference here. Thrown over the middle. This is intercepted. Middle Township gets it right back. Devon Anderson with the pick. He's still on his feet. And now finally taken out of bounds inside the 40-yard line of Cumberland. Anderson with about a 23-yard return. And they mark it at the Cumberland 36. So what looked like could have turned into some anxious moments for Middle is turned around on its side with the pick by Devon Anderson. And it's 1st and 10 for Middle Township at the Cumberland 36. Pass. And it's thrown too deep for Chase Moore. It's kind of thrown over his back shoulder instead of his front. He couldn't make the adjustment. That there is kind of a curious play call when you're up 21-9, inside 9 minutes to go, and you get the ball 1st and 10 at the 36. You would think that you would want to run the ball there, but I guess Middle saw something that maybe they thought they could take advantage of, and Moore was open. It just wasn't a well-thrown ball. Watkins scrapes across in motion, hand off to Rodriguez. He's hit in the backfield. He's taken down for a loss. Going to be a loss of about 3 on the play.
Rodriguez loss of 3 on the play, 3rd and 13.
And it's going to bring up 3rd and 13. 8:15 to go. Watkins lined up behind McInerney. Aiden Howe goes in motion. They hand it off to Watkins. Watkins picks up about 4 or 5, but it'll bring up 4th down and long.
Watkins to the 35, maybe 4th and 9.
Gain of 4. I'm actually surprised Cumberland didn't take a timeout there. On 4th and 9 at the Cumberland 35. Middle looks like they're going to go for it here. You know, usually when you're inside the opponent's 40-yard line with 4th and manageable, you would go for it. You could question on whether Middle, some people might think Middle should punt here. Back to pass is McInerney. Trying to break free, he can't. He's down for a sack. Back at the 40. And Cumberland's going to have decent field position here.
McInerney sacked at the 40. It'll be Cumberland 1st and 10.
So Cumberland takes over at their own 40, 6:53 to go. Middle still with a reasonably comfortable lead at 21-9, but a score here by Cumberland could make things interesting. Well, now we have Middle trying to rush some players off the field here and run some other people on, and they got some confusion going on here on 1st down. It's a toss. No, Pierce wants to throw, and there's a man behind the defense, but it's underthrown. Devin Tompkins was open at midfield.
Devin Tompkins being complete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
So the halfback pass goes incomplete here. And Middle dodges a bullet as the ball was underthrown. I believe Chase Moore would have eventually been able to make a play on the receiver, but it would have been a nice gain for Cumberland. 5 wideouts now for the Colts. Middle rushes just 3. They're going to throw deep over the middle. That is really good coverage by Remy Rodriguez. He had inside leverage on R.J. Pierce and never allowed Pierce to get around him to make a play on the football. That was being physical without committing a penalty. That's a great play by Remy Rodriguez there. Third and 10. .6:42 to go. Middle leading by 12. Another 5 receiver set. Now Pierce comes into the backfield, resets, and it's a draw to Pierce. And a nice play by Rodriguez to limit Pierce to about a 4-yard gain. It's going to bring up 4th and 6.
Pierce on the carry. 44. It'll be 4th down and 6.
Clock moving here. And we could be under 6 minutes to go by the time this play is over. 4th down and 6 for Cumberland. They absolutely need it, trailing 21-9. Soy back to pass. Slant pass, incomplete. Too far for the intended receiver, Devin Tompkins.
Next to Devin Tompkins.
Middle's Braden Tamaro was with him every step of the way. So now Middle will take over.
So Middle Township will take over 1st and 10 at the Cumberland 46-yard line.
And they'll mark the ball at the 40, or they'll be at the Cumberland 44-yard line. And I think you're about to see a steady dose of Remy Rodriguez and Sean Watkins here to try to salt away the clock and secure this win for Middle Township. They lead 21-9. They have the football. 5:53 to go. First and 10 at the Cumberland 44. It is handed to Watkins. There is a flag down. Watkins leaps over a would-be tackler, picks up about 4 or 5, but I think this will come back. It's an illegal shift on Middle Township.
Against Middle Township.
So that'll move them back 5. It'll be first and 15 now. And I think they had a couple of men moving there, and when that happens, both need to reset. And that didn't happen. One of the quirkier rules of high school football that I've never understood. You're leading 21-9. The offense commits a penalty, and the clock runs after the ball's set. You can salt more time off the clock that way. 5:20 to go. Hand off to Rodriguez. Middle fans in the stands are screaming for a face mask, but Rodriguez is taken down for a loss of 5.
Rodriguez on the carry. Lost in play. Second and 20.
Now it's 2nd and 20. 5 minutes to go. Middle would do well here just to hand the ball off 2 more times and punt. You know, they're ahead 2 scores. And we're going to be less than 4.5 left after this play. Second and 20. Rodriguez, the lone back. They're going to throw. McInerney rolling to the right. Tosses. Caught. A good game. By Sean Watkins. That's a pickup of about 12.
Pass complete to Watkins.
We'll bring up 3rd and 8. Watkins and Rodriguez have been effective catching the football out of the backfield in this game today. 4:15 to go. 4:14, excuse me. The clock did stop there because Watkins was pushed out of bounds after the 11-yard gain. Hands to Rodriguez. Remy Rodriguez bouncing outside. And he will come up, I believe, just short of the first down. It's going to depend on this spot. Officials did stop the clock, so it's either to give Middle a first down or for a measurement. So it's going to be 4th and inches here for Middle Township. And now we have, well, actually, the officials now are calling it a first down, I believe. And now Middle takes a timeout with 3:53 to go. And, you know, it probably won't matter in this game, but if you're Middle Township, you probably would have wanted that timeout back if the officials were going to give them the first down. And I think if you're Cumberland, you have to be asking for a measurement there. I mean, initially it was ruled as 4th down. Then one of the officials signaled 1st down. It was awfully close, but no measurement took place. But they give Middle the 1st down, so call it a gain of 9. And again, you know, had Middle known it was going to be a 1st down, they probably would not have taken that timeout. .3:53 to go. It's 21-9 Middle, and they have it 1st and 10 at the Cumberland 34. Hand off to Rodriguez. He's hit, gain of maybe 1, if that. Cumberland really stacking the box here to try to prevent the run. No gain for Rodriguez. A little note on the 41-yard field goal by Kevin Fioriani in the first half for Cumberland. He's a kid that was a soccer player from age 3. And that was his first career field goal. He switched to football this year. Clock moving, will be inside 3 minutes by the time this play is complete. 2nd and 10 for Middle Township, the 34-yard line of Cumberland. Hand off to Watkins, breaks a tackle in the backfield, and runs out of bounds, and that's a situation there where Sean Watkins has to be coached a little better. Watkins, a good gain of 6, but runs out of bounds on his own. So that stops the clock. 2:54 to go. Third and 4 for Middle. Howell goes in motion to the far side. Hand off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez has the 1st down. It's a gain of about 6.
Rodriguez on the carry up to the 20.
That'll momentarily stop the clock until they set the chains, and now they run it. 1st and 10 for Middle at the 21-yard line of Cumberland. 2.5 to go. Cumberland does have all 3 timeouts left, so Middle Township probably will not take a knee. They hand it to Rodriguez, and it looked like he had some room on the far side, but closing quickly was Mackay Davis. That was a nice play by Davis to limit Rodriguez to a gain of 2. Cumberland does take a timeout. That's their first of the second half. They have 2 remaining. .2:10 to go in the game. 21-9 Middle. If Middle can hold on, they will improve to 2-2. And the Panthers will play next Saturday at Salem. Be a noon start, and then they'll get 2 straight home games against Ocean City and Absegami. So 2nd down and 8 for Middle Township after the Cumberland timeout. Colts have 2 timeouts remaining, Middle leading 21-9. Hand off to Watkins. Trying to stiff arm a man, can't. Good play by Jack Bodine over there. Watkins loses about 4 yards. Cumberland calls another timeout.
Watkins on the carry, loss in the play with the 3rd and 13, Cumberland timeout.
Give Cumberland some credit here because they are making it difficult for Middle to run here over the last few series. But the Colts are in a situation here where they just about need a miracle. They trail 21-9. Middle has the ball with 2:01 to go. It is 3rd and 13. Middle probably should run this ball and make Cumberland take their last time out. So 3rd and 13 after the timeout. 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13. This time it's Devon Anderson in the backfield. They are going to pass. They're going to throw it deep for Moore. Touchdown! Threw it up in the air again. Another well-thrown ball by McInerney. Michael Pritchett made a valiant leaping effort to try to get a finger on that ball, but it was just out of his reach and fell softly into the hands of Chase Moore. For a 23-yard touchdown. And that will definitely put the game away for Middle. Justin Verity on for the kick. Looks like Cumberland was offside. One of the rushers coming from the edge tried to anticipate the snap and went a little early. Middle is actually declining that penalty, so they're just going to line up again the kick. Leading 27-9. Different circumstances, you might take that penalty and go for 2, but you're certainly not going to do that at this stage of the game with this score. Kick by Verity is good. He's 4 for 4 on extra points.
His kick is good. It gives the Middle Township score 28-9.
And that makes the score 28-9 in favor of Middle Township, with just 1:53 to go in the football game. So after a little bit of a slow start by Middle, they didn't get a first down on their first 2 possessions. Their offense comes to life, and they're going to have their second victory of the season here, leading 28-9 with 1:53 to go. As I said, Middle goes to Salem next Saturday. And that'll be a couple of Friday night home games. First against Ocean City on October 11th, and then Absegami on October 18th. Verity has it teed up at the 40. And big hit over there. Devon Anderson, along with Christian Cope, take down Michael Pritchett. And Cumberland will have it at their own 25. Let's see what the Colts do here. With 1:46 to go, they're down 3 scores. You wondered, will they just run the football and run the clock out, or will they try to push the ball downfield? We'll see. So he fakes a handoff. He's going to run. And great play by Watkins to keep him in bounds. Gain of about 6 or 7. Oh, no, check that. He's up close to a first down. It looked like a gain of 9. So 2nd down and 1. Cumberland does not take a timeout there. 1:20 to go. Empty backfield. Soy back to pass. Throws over the middle. Caught by Pierce. Gain of 2 or 3, but it does give Cumberland a first down. One thing we've seen out of both teams is that they both use their running backs well in the passing game. 55 seconds to go. Soy back. Looking, fakes, rolling to his right, throws, incomplete. Marquet Crowder was the intended receiver up at about the, just on the Cumberland side of midfield. Braden Tamaro on the coverage for Middle Township. Second and 10 for Cumberland, 41 seconds to go. Four receivers set with Pierce in the backfield. And we have the receiver moving early again on Cumberland. This will be a false start. Devin Tompkins has been the one guilty of that a couple of times today. That's the 3rd time that that's been called on the wide receiver, leaving early before the snap. Second and 15. Over the middle. Oh, big hit by Watkins. They throw a flag. The Middle Township fans are not happy about that. Mekhi Davis on the catch.
Davis with the reception, flag on the play.
I don't know. Unless it was a shot to the helmet, it looked from here like Moore just lowered his shoulder into the player. He certainly didn't lead with his helmet. The personal foul will give Cumberland a first down up into Middle Township territory. 28-9, Middle on top, 33 seconds to go. Soy throwing deep now down the near sideline, incomplete. Intended receiver was Mekhi Davis, and Micah McInerney was with him every step of the way. $19 seconds to go. We had a fairly quick moving game earlier, and now these last 2 or 3 minutes are taking forever. $19 seconds to go. Empty backfield for Mark Soy, the Cumberland quarterback. Takes the snap. Not much of a rush. Caught by Davis. Davis will get out of bounds after a gain of about 8. Check that. That was Pierce on the catch. We'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Pass complete to Pierce.
So R.J. Pierce with the catch.
3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 with 11 seconds to go. 28-9, Middle Township leading. Panthers about to go to 2-2. Cumberland will fall to 1-3 after this result. Soy throwing deep, incomplete. Marquet Crowder had a step, but it was thrown a bit too far. And barring a penalty or a score, this will be the final play of the game. Well, it'll be the final play anyway, if it is a score. So barring a penalty, this will be the final play of the game. There's 4 seconds left. It's 4th and 2. The down doesn't matter. Ball at the 40-yard line. And this will be the final play of the game. A nice performance here by Middle Township winning this game. Again, they got off to a slow start. Offense got moving. They put up 28. They've given up just a touchdown and a field goal to this point. Soy throws over the middle. It's caught. Gain of about 10. But that is the football game. Middle wins at 28-9. 2 touchdown receptions by Chase Moore for Middle Township and 2 rushing touchdowns for Remy Rodriguez. For Matt Ulmer and Sam Cohen, I'm Brian Cunniff. Thanks for joining us on Cape Atlantic Live. Once again, Middle Township 28, Cumberland 9. That'll do it from Memorial Field in Cape May Courthouse. Thanks for joining us.